We're not here to cry and complain about what he did dirty or what I did dirty. I was victorious. If he wants a rematch, he can get a rematch.
You were in charge of the fight. You were aggressive and trying and taking advantage of what you saw as a flaw.
You know what I'm going to do? Because you don't ever give me a face shake. You know that? So I'm going to go and let you talk to Victor Ortiz, all right? I'm through. They put somebody else up and give me an interview.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You never give me a face shake. HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing. You ain't shit. You got shit.
I wish I was 50 years younger and I'd kick your ass.
You won't do shit and do nothing.
Mark, it's dark days indeed, but this is a time for leaders to step up. And so to the supposed leaders, I will say this. All right, Tim Howard. Tim, the Belgium game ended 3 years ago. We need you to save the ball now. Jeff Cameron, clean it up or let's get someone who will. Clint Dempsey, yeah, you're a national team legend. Now we need you to be a national team leader. Michael Bradley, the U.S. does not need you to be zen. The U.S. needs you to play better. Josie Altidore, is this really as good as it gets? Because it's still not good enough. Bruce Arena. Bruce, Jurgen Klinsmann lost at home to Mexico. You lost at home to Costa Rica. This is now all on you, not Jurgen. Oh, and by the way, to all the guys that I didn't mention it because you don't even warrant a mention. That includes you too, Wonder Boy. So, what are you guys going to do? Are you going to continue to be a bunch of soft, underperforming, tattooed millionaires? You are a soccer generation that has been given everything. You are a soccer generation who is on the verge of squandering everything. So, now it's time to pay it back. Make us believe again.
Dodgers have won their first 6, and they'll go for the season series sweep tonight just as soon as the network stooge down there says that it's okay to play baseball. The pitcher, Steven Matz, is rubbing up the ball. He's ready to go. The home plate umpire, Tim Timmons, looking suitably disgusted, just took his mask off and kind of rests it against his left hip as he helplessly stares near the Dodger dugout where said network stooge is holding all the cards. So suspended animation on the field right now. You've got 9 Mets standing around. You've got the Dodgers leadoff hitter, Chris Taylor, standing. It really is ludicrous, but now, and only now, do we get the okay. And so we're going to have a baseball game here tonight about 7 hours later than we should have.
4. The loser goes to 8-5. We're waiting for the smoke to clear. It's about the I got to say, it's the stupidest thing in sports. There are pyrotechnics now with every pregame show, halftime show. It's doubly stupid in indoor arenas in the NBA and NHL. And this whole place was just full of smoke 2 minutes ago because of some garbage at halftime. And, you know, I'm going to say it once and hopefully I'm wrong, but it's a disaster waiting to happen. This is Miles Austin up past the 20 to the 28-yard line. We check in with Andrea, if you can see through the haze, Andrea.
But this is the 3rd time in 5 games that a start time of 8:42 local was mandated. I can say with certainty, players cannot stand these late starts. Coaches cannot stand them. Most importantly, the fans can't stand them. So as we approach midnight Eastern, again, on a work night, a school night, a simple question. An 8:42 puck drop.
And I don't get it. Braves are getting smoked here. They just gave up another run, and the organist is playing songs for the team. The guy's walking up to the plate like everybody's holding hands and saying kumbaya. I don't get it.
A strike to Shaw.
Something about that sticks in my craw. 7-0.
To Dunn. What job?
Oh, what are you doing? He threw him out of the ball game. You gotta be bleeping me. What in the hell are you doing? What are you doing, Wagner? You gotta be kidding me. That is so bad. That is absolutely brutal.
That's incredible.
That is unbelievable. I'll tell you what. They have got to start making guys be accountable. That is totally absurd. That just tells you he has blue. Here's an umpire in the American League knows nothing about the game of baseball. That's unbelievable.
And a technical foul has been charged to Kevin Garnett.
So now Kevin Garnett has picked up the technical foul, and Kevin Garnett's been tossed out of the game.
In the meantime, Stoudemire and Feldman talking up a storm to the officials. This is stupid. Believe me, this is going to happen during a regular season, and this is absolutely NBA. It's stupid.
They've got to have it.
Oh.
And they don't.
Oh, my goodness. It just continues around here. It's just...
Wow.
It can't continue like this for Tampa Bay. 2 years in a row, over and over again. The Vikings are not inside field goal range for Morten Anderson. Culpepper, Moss. Randy Moss is in for a touchdown.
Al Harris playing off, bit up on the route, and Randy Moss, without even really being able to run, as he shoots the moon to the fans here in Green Bay.
That is a disgusting act by Randy Moss, and it's unfortunate that we had that on our air live. That is disgusting.
Down by 2, 198, inbound to Love on the left side with one dribble, goes up for the shot. It's blocked by Marion. The ball comes into the arms of Dalembert. The horn sounds and the ball game is over. The Timberwolves are screaming for a foul. There was none called. Rubio off to Love. Oh, that's a foul! Love moved to his left on Marion. Sean had his hand out. He went right across the arm of Love. That is unbelievable. The referees are booed as they go off the floor. Brutal! David Guthrie is right there. He didn't have the guts to call it. Also, and Malloy! 198, he was sitting right there along the baseline and didn't make the call. Marion went across the arm of Love. Any replay you look at shows that that was...
Coleman is into the ball game for the Owls. Hey, boys, have a seat. Hey, have a seat. And that shot out of the corner, and we were blocked by all the guys who were standing up, who have the higher price tickets. Hey, sit down, boys. Hey. Hey. Hey, son. Not this time. Hey, either take my seat and let me sit there or sit down. We got a seat.
2nd and 10, I formation. Looks like Driscoll, the deep man in the eye. Austin throws it out. Oh, it's a backwards pass. That's a live ball. It's a live ball. Pick it up, Tony. There he goes. There he goes. Touchdown. Muskegon. Oh, wait a minute. He's saying it's an incomplete pass. There's no way that's incomplete. Absolutely not. That's a backwards pass by 5 yards. Absolutely not. There's no way that's an incomplete pass. That's a backwards pass. It's a live ball. That's a touchdown taken off the board against the Green Wave. And that man does not have that call or the view. Football! Horrible! Boo! 5-yard backwards pass, live ball, touchdown off the board for the Green Wave. Nuts and bolts, we got screwed. 3rd down. 3:46 on the clock.
Favre goes back to pass. He pumps. Now he fires over the middle. Intercepted. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. It was intercepted by Tracy Porter near side to the 40, and John Sullivan runs him down at the 47-yard line. You've got to be kidding me. I can't believe what I just saw.
Looking at that play, he should have just held on to it, Paul. He should have. He could have easily gotten 5 or 6 yards if he would have just pulled that thing down and dove forward.
But why do you even ponder passing? I mean, you can take a knee and try a 56-yard field goal. This is not Detroit, man. This is the Super Bowl.
Jefferson is nailed as he lets it go. It's caught! Tolliver with 1 second left.
Get your field goal team on. You have to get your field goal team on.
Oh my gosh!
You don't have time to ground the ball.
Terrence Tolliver, and here, what are they doing?
You don't have time to ground the ball.
What are they doing?
Play. Game over.
Why do you not have your field goal team out there?
Should have run his field goal team out there.
My gosh!
I think they waited too long on third down to call a timeout also.
The game you're about to see is the most stupid, appalling, disgusting, and disgraceful exhibition of football possibly in the history of the game. Chile versus Italy. This is the first time the two countries have met. We hope it will be the last. The national motto of Chile reads, by reason or by force. Today, the Chileans were prepared to be reasonable. The Italians only used force. And the result was a disaster for the World Cup. Now, if the World Cup is going to survive in its present form, something's got to be done about teams that play like this. Indeed, after seeing the film tonight, you at home may well think that teams that play in this manner ought to be expelled immediately from the competition. Just see what you think.
They're going to give Reyes an error on that?
Well, whoever's keeping score has no freaking clue then.
I'm with you.
An error?
Randy St. Clair out to talk to my partner's just gone bananas in the booth. Here's another look. Reyes, a bit of a bobble, and then a one-hop throw. He beats it out. I don't think you can give a guy an error for just a little bobble like that.
That is not an error.
You okay now? Feel better?
I vented a little bit.
Particular direction. Now the Metro-Dade police trying to restore order.
Now that's what I'm talking about. You come into our house, you should get your behind kicked. You don't come in the OB playing that stuff. You across the ocean over there. You across the city. You can't come over to our place talking noise like that. You get your butt beat. I was about to go down the elevator and get in that thing.
You know, we had a lot of nice things to say last night about some of the Cub fans and the way they conducted themselves until that moron at the end of the night ran out on the field. But, you know, I think everybody agrees, you know, you get behind your team, you love your team, you root for your team, all that kind of thing. As that one is hooked down the right field line into the corner, this will bring in another run. And Hayward will stop with a run-scoring double, 7-1. But, you know, I was just starting to say, you know, it's one thing to go into the other team's ballpark and buy the tickets and come to the game, and that's great. Support your team. I think everybody feels that way. But when you start the chant about let's go Cubbies and you're up by 6 runs in the 9th inning, you know, that's where the rub oftentimes happens with enough already. There's a drive into right center field, and this will bring in another run. Boy, this is getting ugly. Really ugly.
There is a violent knockdown by Lambert. Oh my! A completely unnecessary foul by Lambert, and he has the audacity to complain about something. They have been called a dirty ball club, and I can see why. This is a typical disgusting display by Rodman, Lambert, and Isaiah Thomas. The yellow, gutless way they do things.
And that's why you see those beautiful tears of a man whose heart was bursting. Iker Casillas. Will you stop talking about tennis players and stupid Hollywood actors, Phil? It's the gladiators out there, man, not tennis players. Tom Cruise. You break. If he smelt a soccer jockstrap, he'd faint dead away.
The usual cry, who do they play? The RPI's down. I buy that now, okay? I understand that. But somebody explain this to me. I know I'm a dummy. I know I can't spell. I know I can't read. I can't write. I have no math skills. But I want somebody to explain this to me. How in the world can Oklahoma State be sitting home today and Oklahoma in the tournament when Oklahoma loses 11 of their last 15 games? They didn't win one game in the year of 2018 on the road. And on top of it, Oklahoma State beats them twice. Not once, twice. Oklahoma State beats Kansas twice. Oklahoma State beats West Virginia at West Virginia. Oklahoma State beats Florida State. I see no logic. They can give me all the talk they want about early, what they did early, 14-2. There is no way in the world that Oklahoma State, if Oklahoma's in, Oklahoma State had to be in the tournament. I think it's a disgrace. I think it's an embarrassment, and it's a humiliation to what this tournament's about. I really, tell you the truth, it frustrates the hell out of me.
Both of them were very...
So here it is, okay? So watch the right leg. Imaginary 45-degree angle that sometimes can veer a little bit closer to home plate than you...
Straight to home plate.
He's just spun the angle a little bit.
If I'm a hitter right there, my leg kick's already up in the air. I'll get ready to hit.
It's a good move is what it is. It's a solid move.
It's cheating.
The advantage of being left-handed.
It's okay. It's part of baseball. I understand it.
Did you see the Burley thing a couple weeks ago?
As a base runner, I want that to be called a buck. Yes, I did see the Burley one.
That was a good move.
Yeah, but hey, no, you know what it was? It was a buck.
Those are the good moves.
And I wish they were calling that a buck years ago. They should call it a buck more often.
I wish you'd stop complaining about it. I mean, come on. It's a good move. You already get to lead off. You're lucky they don't make you stand on first base. I mean, you're getting an advantage already. Now you want the guy, I tell you what, we'll throw a flare up the next time we're going to pick and make it a little bit easier for you.
Blair Walsh from 27 yards left hash. Snap good, spot down. Walsh's kick is up, and it is no good. He missed it. Are you kidding me? The season can't end like that. He missed it left. And the Seattle Seahawks are off to Charlotte. Blair Walsh missed a 27-yard field goal, and the Minnesota Vikings are going to lose 10-9.
You are looking at Tyson Cave, who is as stunned as we are, and I'm sure you are too. You scored it on our Facebook page, 12 rounds to none for Cave, and yet Escandón wins a split decision, including one judge who had it 117 to 111 for Oscar Escandón. Teddy, I know you pretty much said your piece, but a couple more seconds. Just what did we see here? How does this happen?
Look, I could take 10 years, and it's been years and years. It's the same garbage, the same trash. I have no choice. I've been in this business 40 years of my life. Where am I going to go? I got nowhere to go. But if I did, I'd get the hell out of it. I'd get the hell out of it. I'm sick and tired of watching these fighters that put everything on the line. They get in the ring, they come out of the ring with less of themselves physically than they had when they went in. And this gets done to them by a bunch of cowards at ringside that never took a punch in their life. I'm sick of it.
Put 10 seconds back on the clock. You see the kick right here. Comes out a little bit squirrely. Hooks it dead left.
What a bum. Come on. End this fucking game.
Richmond goes down to defeat for the first time this year.
Let's go home already.
Extending themselves to try to defend a one-goal lead late. Handle it goes down as if shot. Get up! Here comes Camilleri. Montreal trying to nurse ridiculous calls out of the referees. Just a great hit in the Montreal zone, and Hamrlik trying to dive for a penalty.
It was Hamrlik that initiated the contact. Ryder carrying the puck.
In the final run in the game. Andy! Oh, what about that? Send him off! Send the dressing case off! Get him off the field! That was diabolical! Get him off the field! That's just typical of what it is! Get him walking! They don't like it!
bloody bottle Campbell he should walk. That was absolute diabolical. He's going to be yellow card. I can't speak. You bottleless get, Campbell. You dickhead. You bottleless get. I can't speak. I should be sent off.
He goes up and gets knocked out hard. Oh my goodness. The Heat have resorted to thuggery. And Al Horford slow to get up. Miami, they're down by 9.
You know what? Crosby's the one who started that whole thing.
Sure it was.
So what is to say somebody can't just punch his lights right out? Concussion or no concussion?
Well, you're right.
Punch him in the face as hard as you can.
He grabbed Tiemann.
Right, he went after Tiemann. So you drop a bomb right in the beak, right in his beak, and you let him know, I don't care about your head, kid, if you're going to pull this stuff in our